And away we go. It is the Nightcap, brought to you by Hail Mary Sports Bar right here on BearcatJournal.com. Go see our good friends at Hail Mary's. They're located in Cheviot. They're right on Harrison Avenue, so they're in the Dora District. You can go from bar to bar with your drinks, but no need for that. You can stick around at Hail Mary's. They've got everything you need. 27 TVs, 9-screen video wall. They have the DirecTV Sports package, so you can watch all the games. And, of course, Cincy Sports, always on the 9-screen video wall. Brand new walk-in coolers, brand new draft lines, and look, 10:15 Saturday night, you can head down to Hail Mary's and watch the Bearcats take on Utah. It's going to be a late one, so you might need some bucket specials, whatever it takes to get you through. Oof. Cincy Light on tap in 32.8 degree frosted glasses as well. It's going to be a late one Saturday night, Aaron.
Yeah. I mean, we could be like that other fan base who complains about noon kickoffs.
I'm not complaining. It is what it is. Like you're in a conference with West Coast teams. That means sometimes you're going to play West Coast time slots. I mean, do I love it? No. Am I still going to be at the Holy Grail at 10:15 for kickoff? Yeah, probably.
I'd rather be playing Utah at 10:15 than East Carolina.
Yeah.
At 8 o'clock.
Yeah. Yeah. So it is what it is. It's gonna be a late night. Like you figure 10:15, 3.5 hour game. That's 1:30, 1:45. Drive home from the Holy Grail. Aaron and I should get started. Oh, I don't know, 2:15 or so, 2:30 maybe.
Can't wait.
Rock and roll to about 3:30 in the morning, and then try to wind down, get some sleep. It'll be fun.
I'll get to be up bright-eyed and bushy-tailed with my daughter, who loves to get up at it's 6.
Yeah. You might as well just stay up. You're like, might as well just sleep all day,
and then produce for Dave
the brunch. Yeah. You'll be fine.
Look, if I slept all day, I wouldn't be missing the Bengals at this point, because I can tell you what.
I mean,
going to Costco today with 2 under 4.
It was more fun than the Bengals
during the middle of Christmas chaos on a Sunday, which is kind of where we're at right now. Which all of those things, it's really Sundays at open is the worst time, and we didn't get there at open. We got there at noon. It was a terrible time to be at Costco, and that was still more fun than watching Bengals and Jets.
Yeah. All right, let's get to it. An interesting week 9 in the Big 12. How's that? Let's start at the top with maybe the most surprising outcome of the day. Houston 24-16 over Arizona State. Arizona State did not score in this game until the fourth quarter. They tried to make a furious comeback, but Sam Leavitt is hurt. Jordan Tyson is hurt. And Houston, the Willie Fritz sorcery is back, as we talked about last week leading up to this game. I told you I had a weird feeling they were going to do something like this, and they did. I didn't know Leavitt was going to get hurt. If you'd have told me Leavitt was going to get hurt,
I was Houston.
I thought Houston would cover and we'd see a really close game. Without Leavitt and without Tyson, Houston's a better team than Arizona State, and they went on the road and took care of business, 24-16. Leavitt still had 270 yards and a touchdown before exiting. But, man, Houston's getting after it right now.
Old friend Shema Taylor had 4 catches, 55, and a touchdown for them as well. But Houston is – didn't see that coming. That scared the bejesus out of me. I'm going to be completely honest.
We have sounds now.
No, I don't. Okay, Ed. Connor Wegman, though, 22 for 201 and a touchdown. He scrambled for 21 carries, 111 yards, and 2 touchdowns. So altogether, he had 312 yards, 3 touchdowns. Great day for Connor Wegman. Look, they're getting it done everywhere. Defense did what they needed to do. They only had 1 fumble recovery, no interceptions. Lee Fritz is a wizard. A wizard.
And look, say what you want with Levitt and Tyson being out, that Arizona State defense had been really good, and Houston chewed them up. They chewed them. It was 24-0 going into the fourth quarter. They chewed them up.
Bananas.
I mean, and look, we've talked about this. Dave and I talked about it Wednesday. Houston's got West Virginia and UCF up next. Then TCU at home, winnable. And Baylor on the road. And who knows? That Baylor team was fighting on the sideline Saturday.
You just muted yourself after the cough.
Oh, sorry. Who knows where Baylor's going to be the last game of the season? This is legitimately, we're talking now, Aaron. This might be a Houston team that goes in to the conference championship game 11-1 and rolling.
The last time that they were ranked in football
was the year they played UC for the AAC championship, right?
I'm showing 2022.
Okay.
The
year after.
They were ranked in the preseason, and then they were ranked. It looks like they dropped to 25 in week 2, and then they were never ranked again. So it's been since 2022. Yeah, that's a long time.
Welcome back, Cougs. Welcome back, Cougs. BYU 41-27 over Iowa State. It looked like Iowa State was rolling in this bad boy. BYU gets to score right before half and then just dominates the second half 24-3. Iowa State had a chance to kill them. They did not, and they paid dearly.
Everything coming up BYU right now. Everything coming up. What do they call themselves? Big Blue, I believe, as if that's not already taken somewhere.
Do they really?
I think so.
That's
weird.
Gong.
I hope they get rid of those, or if there's a way to delete them. Jesus. But Bear Bachmeier, 22-35, 307, 2 touchdowns. His offense is coming alive.
Yeah.
It's starting to get for real. 12 carries, 49 yards, and a touchdown for him. He had 2 receivers over 100 yards, as Parker Kingston and Chase Roberts both have 7 and 8 catches, respectively. Parker Kingston goes for 2 touchdowns with his 133. Chase Roberts just has 8 catches, 128. They also have a guy. Of course. Why wouldn't it be? I didn't know this. Bear Bachmeier apparently has a relative named Tiger Bachmeier. He was the 3rd leading receiver for BYU. Yeah.
Gong. I don't like that gong. I need something better.
There was a point in time I saw where the BYU was going to tackle for a punt, and they block a guy right into the football, and they recover the punt. This is the type of season they're having. And
now remember, they did this last year. They were 8-0 to start last year, and they stumbled a little bit down the stretch. So we'll see if they learn from that. If they did, I mean, it is all systems go for them to the conference championship, except for that little thing that they played Texas Tech, TCU, and Cincinnati in their next 3. So
that's a little
they're going to
tougher
have to earn
Houston.
it. Yeah, they're going to have to earn it.
Yep.
All right. Texas Tech have not played since that loss to Arizona State. They cooked Oklahoma State 42-0. There was really nothing good for Oklahoma State here. Texas Tech scores 21 in the first quarter, and they comfortably dispose of the Cowpokes.
They literally took their lunch at one point. There was a fumble, if you will, where a guy just took the ball from Oklahoma State and then returned it for a touchdown.
That's my ball, punk.
I mean, pretty much. Texas Tech literally bullied them. It was, if you saw any replays,
they were big mad.
If you saw any replays, you just felt bad for Oklahoma State that they were the team that Texas Tech faced after their first loss of the season. These two teams were not on the same level.
No, it was not close. It was not close from kickoff to the final horn. There was nothing about it that even remotely screamed close. Speaking of nothing about it that really remotely screamed close, the wheels are off in Lawrence. Kansas State 42-17. They beat Kansas, Aaron, for the 19th straight time.
It's insane to me that anyone should be able to beat anybody that many times in a row. That's crazy. Especially
another Power 4 opponent.
Especially in the same conference.
Yeah. 19. I mean, like, Alabama should beat Kentucky 19 straight times. That just should happen. But Kansas and Kansas State, the gap should not be that wide.
You still expect a one-off, right?
No, I don't think so.
Like in the before Saban years, I bet there was a one-off, although Kentucky was really bad at that point.
I mean, I don't know. Kentucky had lost like 30 straight times to Florida and like 30 straight times to Tennessee at one point. Like, Kentucky has record lows of futility.
They were really bad. Maybe that wasn't a good example. I don't know.
Right. Kansas should not lose 19 straight times to Kansas State.
No. But they were, I mean, Kansas was really bad, though. They were kind of in that Kentucky basket where they were solely focused on basketball and not focused on football. And now things are waking up for football. They got that refreshed stadium and all of that. But it doesn't matter here because, they are still, I think it's, you totally can respectfully call them little brother. If you are Kansas State, you have earned that.
For sure. It was a beat them down.
And it wasn't, I mean, I don't know, 371 yards of offense isn't crazy, but 42 in that because you had
21 points in the first quarter.
Yeah. You also had 2 picks. You had 2 fumble recoveries. So yeah, those helped too.
I had a feeling Kansas State wasn't going to have this streak broken. I didn't know it was going to be that bad in Lawrence. Kansas State, like I said, Kansas State's 4-4. They're 3-2 now in the Big 12, and it no longer feels like a lost season for them. Like they're not going to meet expectations this season, but it no longer feels like this was an absolute disaster for Kansas State. Starting to feel like that for Kansas.
They still have the same record.
One's 3-2 in the Big 12. One's 2-3, and like we said, Aaron, like I know you grudge hard and you just refuse to listen to logic after you've decided that you hate Avery Johnson.
Yeah.
But they started out as one of the worst teams in college football. And they're back to 500 and 3-2 in the conference. They feel a lot better about themselves, whether you'd like to acknowledge it.
The only thing I keep forgetting is the fact that they started the season with a conference game and they're not on the same schedule as everybody else. So they'll have a non-con at some point here in the near future. But
no, I think they're back to normal. That was week 0. They've played 5 games just like everybody else. They already made that up.
Okay. They doubled up. Yeah, they double dipped there in week 0 and week 1.
TCU 23-17 over West Virginia, Aaron. That should have been a lot worse. Like, that has me scratching my head about TCU. That is a disastrous West Virginia defense. And TCU scored 23 points? Really?
West Virginia didn't look like the worst team in the conference this week. There is another that
Yeah.
looked like the worst team in the conference this week, and I don't even mean Oklahoma State.
Yeah, we'll get to that in a second.
But yeah, Josh Hoover, I don't know. TCU just looked like a if there's a term for just a guy, they looked like just a team. I don't know that Jack is a thing, but they just look mid in this game. Josh Hoover didn't do anything spectacular. 24 of 39, 247, a touchdown. Their running game, 33 carries, 96 yards. Nothing spectacular there. Just nothing to write home about. I guess Eric McAllister went off a little bit. 9 catches, 124 yards, and a touchdown. His long was 28.
But that's really all they had on offense was throwing it to Eric McAllister. Everything else was pretty average.
He had almost exactly half of their yards at 124 of the 247. So yeah, outside of that, it was spread them around. But I don't know, if your defense is giving up 17 to West Virginia, you're probably not good. If you're only scoring 23 against West Virginia, you're probably not good. So TCU's got to figure out some things because they have a tough schedule coming up to finish out the season.
Did you know West Virginia's quarterback was named Scooty Fox Jr.?
There's no point in figuring out who their quarterback is because it changes every week.
I know, but that's a pretty sweet name, Scooty Fox.
That sounds like a running back's name.
Right? And then finally,
I just wanted to say Iowa State, to finish out the season, TCU has Iowa State, BYU, Houston, and Cincinnati. That's a gauntlet that they have to figure out.
And they're 3-2 in the conference. They're 6-2. Like it's not like they're terrible, but they better look a lot better than they did against West Virginia.
You've got a bye next week, and then you've got a long, hard time to look at yourself in the mirror and figure out who you're going to be going forward the rest of the season.
It's going to be so fascinating to see where they're at by the time we get to week 14.
They could very easily be 6-6
off the map. Yeah. Colorado. I don't know what.
I
thought they might be able to cover if Utah's without Dampier. I really thought like we might see Colorado make this interesting. It was uninteresting in like 30 seconds.
At one point,
Utah beat the brakes off of Colorado.
At one point, I sent a text to Jeff and Dave as we were texting about this game. They were at -2 yards of total offense after 19 plays.
Hopefully, Utah got whatever that was out of their system last night. Although, go ahead.
I was just going to say they finished with 68 plays for 140 yards in this game. Less than 2 yards per play. That said, I don't like Colorado's offense. They've not been good this season. At some point, you had Caden Salter just very frustrated with whatever play was getting called to him on the field. Like he was shaking his head, not even sure why they were running whatever play they were running as he's walking up to the line. And that's not instilling a whole lot of confidence in whatever you have going on. Getting that out of the way, I have thoroughly enjoyed what Coach Satterfield has called all season long. I think him and Sorsby are on the same page. I don't see that going the same way when Cincinnati lines up against Utah. They're not built the same.
I know, but I don't love game day, 8:15 kick. Like, you're walking into a hornet's nest Saturday night. They better be ready. Cincinnati's got an old team. They're going to be ready, I think. But you better be ready because this is what happened last night right out of the gate. Utah just rocket fuel and Colorado folded. Like, you got to punch back because what they showed last night, like, they can and will pour it on. Just pour it on.
422 yards. 422 yards rushing on 51 carries for 4 touchdowns for Utah.
It was 43-0 at halftime. They were on pace for 86. Is Prime done? Like, he's got to walk away from this, right? Like,
I don't
his
know why
health
he
is awful.
I don't know why he came back.
Yeah.
He had
To show
every
he
reason
can
to
do it.
He had every reason to walk away.
Yeah. Yeah. At least he's not in Baton Rouge. You know what it sounds like in Baton Rouge right now, Aaron? That's the Nightcap, brought to you by Hail Mary Sports Bar, right here on BearcatJournal.com.
See ya!